Hey everyone, I'm Thad and I repair it all. In this video we're going to be discussing why in the world there's a pipe sticking out from underneath your roof and why is there water pouring out of it when it doesn't even rain. We're going to be discussing the air conditioning system and some basic maintenance of it. We're going to be getting into a little bit of plumbing. Now I will admit I'm not a professional plumber, I'm a professional auto mechanic, but there are so many things that cross over and that are so similar, I can just do it. Also, we're going to be dealing with some very powerful chemicals, so if you don't feel comfortable working with them, please stay away from them. What's going on is that the emergency drain for the air conditioning system is doing its job. It is preventing water from getting into the house. If this was not installed, when the air conditioning system drain gets backed up, you could potentially have thousands of dollars in damage happen to your home. So if you see this leaking, it is time to contact somebody. You have a real problem. Now you could follow what I'm going to do in this video. That is another option. But just so you know, if you end up seeing this happen, there is a big problem going on. If you look at this spot right here, that rusty spot, that is caused by this drain having done its job a few different times. There's rust in the bottom of the pan where this comes from. It has made a rusty spot on the patio back here, which is another indication that this has been happening on and off for a while. As I go across the house, you'll notice that there are several other pipes sticking out. These two on this particular house are for the hot water heater. One's the overpressure valve, the other one is the emergency drain pan. I had a neighbor once whose washing machine overflowed. I happened to notice water running down their driveway and into the street on a dry day. I was kind of wondering what it was. I went to investigate, found one of these pipes on the side of the house that was losing water. I happened to have a key, so I let myself in and I shut the washing machine down and then let them know. This doesn't look like much, but what this is this is the part of the air conditioning system that makes the air cold. This is up in the attic. This is the piece that makes all the water. You know how it is if you take a cold drink, set it out on a warm, humid day, the way water condenses on the outside of it? This piece makes a lot of water. But wait a second, didn't I say this is up in the attic? Isn't the air conditioner outside? Actually, there's a large part of it that is outside. This particular part is the outside piece. It makes a lot of noise. What air conditioning systems do, which is really neat, is they actually take the heat inside the house and they pump it outside. The air coming out of this piece is actually hotter than the air outside the house. That's because the heat is concentrated inside of those fins. The fan moves air past it, cooling them off, and this is the magic of air conditioning. I know some of you are going to say this is way oversimplified. I'm not trying to teach how air conditioning works, just kind of give people a basic understanding. Here we see the emergency drain pan in the regular line. That drain right there, that pipe, has the rust coming out of it that we saw outside on the patio, and this pipe is the normal drain. You can see the water down in there. I'm holding a little float in my hand. When that float pops up, the water level's too high, and our thermostat, if you have this brand, will actually show us an image like this, which means that this little switch has cut power to the system because the water level is too high, and all we need to do is get the water level back down and it will become normal again. What I have here is a very, very powerful drain opener. It is sulfuric acid. It is so incredibly powerful that when you pick it up, it actually has secondary containment. So if you notice how it has that bag, that bottle came in the bag. In case it leaks while they're transporting it, it has some sort of secondary containment. This is very, very powerful stuff. When you use it, make sure you have the correct personal protection equipment. Or make sure you wear safety glasses, wear gloves, things of that nature. I have a bit of experience using this kind of stuff. I will admit I did not follow the gloves as I should have. Also, read the labels exactly when it comes to how much to put in. What you'll notice is I put in just a little bit, just a couple of ounces, and that's what this kind of drain takes. I very literally put in the amount you see here, and within a couple of hours, the drain had opened up. Low splash bleach. This is critical. What's causing the drain to plug up is slime on the inside of it. This low splash bleach sticks to it and it kills off the slime, opening up the drain and allowing it to work correctly. Now if you look, you can see just how much bleach I'm adding. If I can, I'll put that entire container of bleach in there. Yes, I know, it's not very exciting to watch somebody pour bleach, but it's important to understand just how much it takes to kill that slime down inside the drain. You need to make sure you kill the slime, and I recommend putting about a gallon of bleach down it. The low splash or the splashless type bleach to make sure it sticks to the slime, and it'll kill it, and it'll keep that line nice and clean. And if you notice, I got it just to the point where it's starting to flow out of the overflow drain into the emergency pan. That's just fine. I actually let the system shut off, so it's going to sit there and drain for a while into the main pipe. It'll sit there and kill the slime, which is exactly what I want to have happen. One thing you want to be very careful of is making sure that your secondary drain does not get plugged up. If you ignore this long enough, what will happen is the slime will start to build up in the secondary drain, which I'm showing right here. If that plugs up, that's when you have issues with the water overflowing and ending up in the house. With this AC system being up in the attic, what will happen is that the water will work its way down into the ceiling, just possibly destroy walls, so this can get expensive very fast if you ignore this. Okay, right now I'm playing with the two safety switches. Those are both there. One's for the main line, one's for the emergency drain pan. They are both there to shut down the AC system in case this overfills. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a lot of work to make, a lot of work to film. I hope it answers some questions. Also, I hope it helped open your eyes to some maintenance that you just need to do for your home. I highly recommend about once a year going through and pouring some bleach down that drain. And if you don't know where to do it, I highly recommend you contact somebody and find out where it is in your home. And if you don't have air conditioning, you don't have this feature, so don't worry about it. As they say, knowledge is power. In this case, this power helps save you a lot of money. Since money in this day and age is about everything, at least when it comes to being able to take care of yourself, the more money you save, the better off you are.